Hi there. Something I wanted to talk about this week on our Rainbow Health Consulting vlog is bullying of sexual minority youth and gender minority youth. I think that bullying of LGBT youth and youth who are perceived to be LGBT has been getting additional time in the spotlight. But that being said, even with that additional time in the spotlight, we know that our youth are at significant risk of being bullied and of having health consequences directly related to being bullied. We even know that our LGBT youth are more likely to be thinking about harming themselves, far more likely to be thinking about harming themselves than cisgender heterosexual youth. And creating a safe school environment is a very big part for most students who are most kids who are enrolled in school. The school environment is where they're spending the majority of their waking hours. And for that to be a safe environment where they are welcomed and affirmed is really essential. So what are some things that you can do in a school environment to affirm your LGBT students? Specifically, I'm speaking about perhaps health providers who are in schools, like school nurses. Some schools do have physicians as well working in the schools. So what can you as a school health provider do to improve the situation for queer youth in your school? One thing you can do is you can make it standardized to ask students if there are any needs that they have related to sexuality and gender identity. If that becomes a standard part of your questioning, your students when they come in for other issues, and it makes sense in the context to ask them, you might be able to find out some information that they might not be willing to share with anybody else because you're a one-on-one situation in a safe and trusted environment. So to start opening those conversations, you may also be the only provider that they're seeing. So that gives you another entree into that. And especially if you see a student because they come in after a bullying episode, it's really important to be aware of where they stand and what might be, happening to them, and if it's part of a larger pattern. Talking to them about pronoun usage, showing signs around your office that are affirming to LGBT youth that you're a safe space, that you understand the health issues that they're going through, that you understand the potential for bullying, that you understand the potential mental health issues that they're facing. Recent studies have shown that kids who are bullied in high school because of their perceived sexual minority identity might have also been bullied more in 7th grade and even as young as 5th grade. So we're seeing that bullying of sexual minority youth starts even in elementary school. So no matter where your practice is, whether it's in elementary, middle, or high school, to be a safe space for these kids may make all the difference to them. Bullying consequences include anxiety issues, self-esteem issues, depression, thoughts of harming oneself, PTSD even, and negative school performance. So of course we want all of our students to perform at their peak when they're in school, and when they're out of school, we want school to be a safe place for them. So we really need to think about how anti-bullying campaigns can start at even at elementary school age to build that strong foundation for our sexual minority youth, our LGBT youth, or our youth who are perceived as LGBT, to grow up strong in a safe environment and with healthcare providers, even in the school environment, who really, really can be relied upon for safe spaces. Thank you so much.